It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 400 yards passing. It's the Bengals and the Blues, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Blues. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They're squaring off against With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target. Let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Aguilar. Over the middle, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, Aguilar. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Burrow on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Burrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A beautiful fake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues go up by 2 touchdowns. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bengals getting set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 3rd down, Aguilar. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to it.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow, Olave over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Throwing on 1st down. Aguilar. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Aguilar. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Aguilar looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay safe into the moment and into the game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open man is Chase, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is indeed good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable.
Down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Aguilar. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Aguilar over the middle. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Aguilar finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Aguilar. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Blues continue to pull away here in this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. The Bills still very much in the playoff picture here at the halfway point as they up their record to 5-3 with the win. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Kenneth Walker, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers.
Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
To throw on 3rd down. Aguilar. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Aguilar.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Oh, lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw on second down. Aguilar. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead. Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit. And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On second down, they'll run it here. And some room to roam now.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This is Wilkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On third down, Burrow.
This one taken in by Olave.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Second and 5 now. Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. He'll try again.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw. Aguilar. And he will find his man on the outside. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Aguilar. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bengals set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Holding, offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow will throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Aguilar. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out now, here come the Bengals.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now. Burrow on first down.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Olave over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the home team here,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.